All right, let's talk some Jordan Howard since I've been trying to talk about Jordan Howard for the last 2 hours. Long story short, PI night at the Philadelphia 76ers game. Wanted to do the video there, but then my phone died. So now I'm going to talk about it now. All right, Jordan Howard. I'm going to guess that this move was probably received with overwhelming support. Here's the thing about it. You gave up a sixth, and I'm reading, now I'm just getting back, so I don't know all the details, but it might be a fifth. So I don't know what the conditions are on the fifth. All right. All right, so here's what I'm going to say about Jordan Howard to start. Jordan Howard, I think there's a perception that he's better than he is because of what he did his rookie season, where he was in a power scheme with John Fox, showcases all of his natural talents. He's a power back. And this is where it's like, all right, well, if he's a power back, he's going to fill the LeGarrette Blount role. And yeah, he is. Now, here's the difference between Jordan Howard and LeGarrette Blount. Jordan Howard is a plotter. He averaged 3.7 yards per carry last year. LeGarrette Blount. Am I still live? Did I lose connection? Am I here? Am I back? What the hell? I've been trying to talk about Jordan Howard for goddamn 2 hours now. And I still can't talk about Jordan Howard. Am I live? I hope I'm live. All right, I'm back. All right, so the point I was trying to make about LeGarrette Blount. So when he goes downhill, he hits the hole really hard. He's got a lot of momentum going forward, right? Really hard to bring him down. He's got tacklers dragging on him. With Jordan Howard, he kind of plods a little bit. This Eagles offensive line, it works. Jordan Howard will be fine. But there are guys that you could have gotten that were going to be more explosive. So you didn't give up much for him. But I also would rather have Jay Ajayi, as Nitro Freak and I said, than Jordan Howard. So that's what I'm trying to say, I guess. There's nothing wrong with Jordan Howard. He is overrated. He's not as good as, the stats might say. He doesn't average a lot of yards per carry. But he will fit what the Eagles want to do in terms of the LeGarrette Blount role. So this isn't negative Adrian talking. This is just keep it real, Adrian, and what I think. So, yeah, Marcos Levy, you make a great point. I mean, he wasn't that great out of the shotgun. He needs to be under center where, he really needs to go forward. Because when you're a plotter, when you kind of plot around, don't hit the hole hard, you're not as good coming out of the shotgun. The reason why he's regressed, it's not a scheme that suits his style. And before people say, well, it's not a scheme that suits his style, he's basically coming to the same scheme here in Philadelphia. You know what I mean? So, Brandon, really appreciate that comment, dude. Yeah, you know you're my dude. You know you're my guy. So there you go. Ooh, as I see a deer walk past me. That's pretty cool. Eagles Twitter is totally overrating him. Howie Roseman stole Jordan Howard from the Bears. Well, there's a reason why it only cost as much as it cost. Nah, I mean. So assume Jay is gone. Yeah, I'm gonna guess that they're probably not gonna bring him back. What'll be interesting now is if they still go get Josh Jacobs. Will they still draft him, or will they go D tackle in the first round? Or D tackle or D line. It's like a great D line class. I would go D line. If Christian Wilkins falls or like Ed Oliver falls, to me it's a no-brainer. You go after the lineman. So, Josh, I need the ball. Adams, I think Jay is better. I agree with you. There's primetime Chino. There's a reason why he only costs that much. That is absolutely correct. So, Bears O-line not as good as ours. So that was a point I was going to make too. Listen, he's going to average like 4 yards per carry in this offense. But my point is if you get somebody better, they're going to average 4.5 to 5 yards per carry. Think about it like this, all right? You're going to be running the ball. You run the ball most of the time on first down more than any other down. You run it on first down to set up the rest of the sequence, right? You're down in distances, right? So if he's only running for 3 yards on first down and you're 2nd and 7, all of a sudden you're behind the chains. You want a guy that's going to be picking up 5-6 yards at a time, not a guy that's going to be plotting, picking up 2 or 3. I couldn't tell you how many times last year I saw the Bears in 2nd and 7, 2nd and 8, 2nd and 9, because Jordan Howard wasn't able to pick up the necessary yardage on first down to set up the Bears for the rest of the down and distances. So there you go. They should still draft the running back. Oh, yeah, I still fully expect them to draft the running back. Do you think we still add Ajayi? I don't think he's coming back now. I think because they traded for Howard, it's Jordan Howard, and then they're going to draft somebody, whether that's Josh Jacobs, whether that's whoever, Miles Sanders, Darrell Henderson, whatever you want to do. So, there you go. Yeah, so those are kind of my thoughts on Jordan Howard. I'm sure Nitro Freak agrees with me. So Eagles are high on Montez Sweat, could draft him in first round if he falls. So there it is. That's really all I got to say about this. If anybody else has like a question or anything, I'll answer some questions real quick. He's basically a younger upgrade. He's not Blunt. He's not Blunt. I already explained that earlier in the video. He's not a younger upgrade from Blunt, because Blunt, the way that Blunt hits the hole, he hits it with a head of steam. When you're a guy who's a bowling ball and you hit the hole with a head of steam, the way that LeGarrette Blunt does, that's why he had such a great year in Philadelphia, because with the offensive linemen continually generating push going downhill and LeGarrette Blunt knowing how to hit the hole, that's why you churn out those extra yardages, and that's why you're in 2nd and 3, 2nd and 4 instead of 2nd and 7, 2nd and 8. If you're in 2nd and 3, you're taking more play action shots. Your playbook is opened up. And that's what LeGarrette Blunt provided the Eagles. And also just turning the clock in the fourth quarter. So when you know that you need to run out the clock and run the ball down somebody's throats, is Jordan Howard going to be able to do that? Can he do that? I don't think he's LeGarrette Blunt. So, I love this shit, EDP says. Have you heard anything about linebacker Zach Brown coming to Philly? Look, I honestly, I wouldn't mind Zach Brown because, first of all, it wouldn't cost you in the compensation pick game. And honestly, that's probably a big reason why Howie went this way instead of Jay Ajayi, is because it doesn't cost you anything in this compensation pick formula. Because if you sign Jay Ajayi, he's a free agent, and I think it costs you. So there it is. Linebackers are the least valuable position in the defense. That is absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Good question, Brand. What was Brandon's question? I didn't see. The questions go by really, really fast, so it's hard. It's hard to see. How would you grade the Eagles' offseason so far? I'm not as crazy about the Eagles' offseason as everybody else. I'd say that Howie Roseman's money moves have probably given him a better grade than, I'm going to say C+, B-. I hated the Michael Bennett trade. I'm not going to sit here and talk myself into the Michael Bennett trade because it sucked. He's a plotter. So, yeah. All right. So there you go. Yeah, Jordan Howard, it's fine. It was a 6th round pick. It wasn't much. But just don't be surprised if he's not as good as you think he's going to be. We'll see. That motherfucker Jordan Howard is a damn dog. Bennett won the bag we couldn't afford. No, we could afford him because he was only $7.5 million. You didn't have to pay him anything. So, EDP is a god. I love EDP. I'll see you later.